Let's talk about the single most important manufacturing process on the entire planet. Seriously, it's the silent green engine that powers absolutely everything. From the tiniest bug to, well, us. We are talking, of course, about photosynthesis. I mean, think about it. It sounds like something out of science fiction, right? Plants just sit there, soak up some sunshine, and somehow turn that into food. How in the world do they actually eat light? Well, the secret is that inside every leaf, there's this incredible microscopic factory. And it's so efficient, it actually runs two perfectly coordinated shifts, a day shift and a night shift, to get the job done. And that factory idea, that's going to be our guide through this whole thing. And here it is. This is the factory's master blueprint. You can think of it as the ultimate recipe. The ingredients are super simple, right? A little carbon dioxide from the air, some water from the ground, and, of course, sunlight for energy. The factory works its magic and cooks up two things. Glucose, that's sugar, the plant's food, and as a fantastic little bonus for us, oxygen. Okay, let's actually go inside. To see this factory in action, we have to shrink ourselves way, way down, deep inside a plant cell. Our target is a tiny green structure called the chloroplast. This, right here, is our factory floor. So once we're inside the chloroplast, you can see there's a really clear division of labor. See those little stacks of green pancakes? Those are the thylakoids. That's the assembly line for the day shift. And all the liquidy space around them, that's the stroma. And that's where the night shift takes over. Two different spots for two very different jobs. Let's start with the day shift. You'll also hear this called the light-dependent reactions. And as you can probably guess from the name, this shift can only run when the sun is shining. The second light hits the leaf, its workers are clocked in and ready to roll. The entire purpose of this first shift is actually brilliantly simple. It's all about taking that raw, kind of chaotic energy from sunlight and converting it into stable, usable chemical energy. It's kind of like turning raw electricity from a lightning bolt into a set of perfectly packaged, high-power batteries. It all happens in three basic steps. First, these special protein clusters called photosystems act like tiny solar panels, just grabbing all that sunlight. Second, they use that solar power to split water molecules. And get this is the exact moment that the oxygen we breathe is actually made. And third, all of that captured energy gets stored in two special molecules, ATP and NADPH. These are the batteries we were just talking about. So what are these ATP and NADPH things exactly? Well, the best way to picture them is as the factory's support crew. Think of ATP as a fully charged universal battery pack, and NADPH, it's like a little delivery truck loaded up with high-energy electrons. They are now both packed with power, ready to be sent right over to the night shift. This diagram here shows you the journey that energy takes. It's pretty cool. Electrons get zapped with energy from the sun, they get passed down an assembly line, they get another energy boost from more light, and then bam! They finally load up our ATP batteries and NADPH delivery trucks. It's just an incredibly efficient way to capture and package energy. All right, so the day shift has done its job. It's packaged all that solar energy nice and neat. Now it's time to hand it off to the night shift. This is where the real construction begins. This is where they build the final product. Now, the name night shift, or the dark reactions, can be a little confusing. It kind of makes you think this part of the process only happens when it's totally dark outside. But, is that really true? Nope, not at all. Turns out that's a bit of a bad name. A much better way to think of it is the light-independent reaction. See, it doesn't need sunlight directly. It just needs the stuff made by the day shift. So as long as those ATP batteries and NADPH delivery trucks keep showing up, the night shift assembly line can keep running, whether it's day or night. So here's how that assembly line works. It's called the Calvin cycle. Step 1. A special enzyme reaches out and grabs carbon dioxide right from the air. Step 2. Our ATP batteries and NADPH trucks arrive from the day shift, delivering all the power needed for construction. And Step 3. Through a whole series of reactions, that carbon gets built into a molecule of glucose. And there you have it, the factory's final product is complete. Now, that first step, grabbing the carbon, is absolutely critical. And it's all done by this superstar enzyme called rubisco. You can think of rubisco as the foreman of the assembly line. Its one and only job is to snag CO2 out of the air and officially kick off the entire sugar-building process. So what's really amazing is just how perfectly connected these two shifts are. This isn't just one thing happening and then another. No, it's a completely seamless, interdependent cycle. The handover between the two shifts is the real key to the whole operation. And this comparison just says it all. Look at the key products from the day shift, ATP and NADPH. Now look at the key energy inputs for the night shift. Yup, ATP and NADPH. It is a perfect loop. One shift literally powers the other. They're just two halves of a single brilliant process. And this table just puts everything together in one neat little package. You can see the different locations, the different inputs, the different outputs. The day shift uses light to make energy carriers. The night shift uses those energy carriers to make sugar. It's just a beautifully balanced and efficient system, all humming along inside one tiny chloroplast. Okay, so we've been geeking out a bit about this tiny, microscopic factory, but why does it matter so much? Let's zoom way out for a second and see its true planet-sized impact. Think about it. Pretty much everything you eat is either a plant or an animal that ate a plant. This one factory is the primary source of all food on Earth. The sugar it makes is the base of the entire global food web. Oh, and on top of that, it has produced and continues to produce the very oxygen we all need to breathe. So, no big deal. And look, this isn't just some cool trivia. If you're studying biology, for something like the NEET exam, for instance, this topic is huge. Understanding how this fundamental factory works is absolutely key to understanding life itself. This quote really just says it all, doesn't it? Every single living thing, one way or another, is solar-powered. Photosynthesis is the incredible bridge that connects the raw energy of a star, our sun, to the complex, beautiful chemistry of life here on Earth. And that leaves us with a final, kind of mind-blowing thought. For billions of years, every single green leaf has been running a factory that's way more advanced than anything we've ever built. So the question is, can we learn from it? Could we one day build our own artificial leaves, factories that turn sunlight, water, and air into clean fuel and food for us? The blueprint is right there, all around us. Now that is something to think about.